Whoops. Okay. Now we're starting.
Welcome to Transition into Death. You feel your eyes begin to get heavy. You fall deeper and deeper into a trance. Your body becomes weightless as your heart begins to slow down. Do not be afraid. You are at rest. You fall deeper and deeper. Your soul begins to separate from your body. You begin to feel the warmth of fire. This is the arrival to your final destination. Welcome to eternal damnation. You are now entering hell.
Sup, fuckers? Yeah.
Woohoo!
We got a full house tonight, man. We got the whole Brady Bunch shit going here, man. This is fantastic. It's been quite a week, and we got a lot of shit to get into. So before anything else, hey everybody, hello everyone in the chat. Everybody's got a bunch of shit going on. Rob, how you doing? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking ice cold water with a splash of apple juice for zhuzh.
Zhuzh?
Zhuzh.
Okay.
By the way, did anyone understand the Bat Boy reference for the theme of the preview image for the event? Did anyone get that at
I
all?
thought of Rick Scott immediately, but
Did none of you read the World Weekly News back in the day? You're
yeah,
all
Rick
just
Scott.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's happening everywhere? Yeah, for sure.
yeah. It's
This is
important because Bat Boy ended up being like the tabloid mascot. So
I love
Before
it.
he became governor of Florida, so. But, and I'm drinking Coke and Crunch bars because I had dental surgery. Ibuprofen 800 doesn't do shit, but the combination of chocolate and Coke fucking kills it. It's amazing. Good tip from me to you. So, Matt, how are things in the Great White North? So let's give everybody an update on everything's going. The cellar from hell.
No, I've just been busting my ass down there trying to get it all. I got work to do, man. We've got a month until spooky South Carolina, and the week after that's DragonCon. So I got product to make, and I can't wait anymore.
We appreciate you taking your time out to join us
Oh,
here.
it's all good. Now, supposedly the waterproofing company is going to be here Wednesday afternoon. The owner and the GM are coming to look at everything.
Oh, good. That's good news.
I doubt anything's going to
Well, that's
happen.
great news. Yeah, I know, but at least they're taking the time. They're taking the time to go out there.
Yeah, well, they asked me 3 weeks ago if they could come out, and that's the date they picked. And I'm supposed to be their number one priority. So
That's all the good juju, man. All of you that do all that, the tots and pears, all that shit. Matt and Angie need them, definitely.
that's where we're at. GoFundMe's still up. We still could use all the help we can get with sharing and all that crap. Just keep it going until we get a resolution.
Yeah,
Just
but
doing what we can.
they're doing regular updates on the GoFundMe page. So like I said, y'all don't need Starbucks. Y'all don't need fucking more McDonald's. Take that and give
Keep
that
that
to
big
someone in
bag.
need. It's all good karma, man. So what are you drinking?
The world's finest root beer. I got my background blurred. There we go.
Ooh,
Great value. Good shit. And coffee.
appropriate. All right, Harriet, we haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I'm great. How is everyone? I haven't seen you guys in a while.
It's been a hot minute. Yeah.
It's been a rough few months since after Mayhem. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking lemon water
Ooh.
out of my
Fancy.
Scooby cup. Yeah,
Out of your sippy cup? Is that what you said?
my Scooby cup.
Oh, they said sippy cup.
Oh, hey, we match.
Yeah. My Scooby Doo cup. It's purple and green. It has Scooby Doo.
I love it.
I love it.
Petey and Gina, please bring Matthew Lillard back. Anyway.
But we drink water all the time, and we decided to add lemon to it because it's supposed to be good for you, et cetera, et cetera. So we drink, we kind of go between lemon water and regular water. And I'm working from home all through July, so we're home 24/7, and we're going a little stir crazy.
Yeah. So when you get to the cucumber water, let me know.
Rob suggested that, and I said no. No.
Robbie, it's wonderful to see you. I see you got this glow in the dark uranium thing. I absolutely love it.
I have a mess back here, so the lights off, man.
like anyone that goes to Spooky gives a shit. But understood.
Yeah, look behind me.
Oh no, yeah.
There's a reason this is here. But yeah.
Ambiance.
There we
There's
go.
a reason I blur my backgrounds.
So we're all a hot mess. That's what we're saying. So what are you drinking, madame?
I'm drinking a little white wine spritzer. I guess, am I the only one drinking alcohol? Mike?
Yep. Mike.
Yeah. Well, he's got his IV.
You're fucking busy working. You know how it is. Summertime's busy at the college for some odd reason. I don't know. So.
I love it. Rents just said, the porn on the walls, Matt. We know.
Nice.
I love that. And Mike, hey, how are you doing over there? And what are you drinking, dear sir?
I'm doing good. Just like Robbie, this is actually the busiest time for me at work. People don't realize that. This is my busiest time at work, and it's
It's prep time is what it is.
Almost there. And I'm just drinking Landshark.
Oh.
You guys got power back? Yeah, no, we still had power. It was the internet. It struck their boxes and that on one of the poles, and like the whole neighborhood was out. So, but we got back probably about 2 hours ago.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, we lost power for a little bit too, but
yeah, we hope everybody that's watching, everyone that's in Florida, we hope you're staying safe. We know the weather can be kind of nuts this time of year, so we wish you coolness.
Yeah.
All right. So, is anybody watching anything interesting?
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
No, Robbie's got a whole thing. I'm going to get to her. She's got a whole thing we're going to go into. But I mean,
well, we all know what Robbie's doing. She's doing the whole list.
Yeah. And
but besides that, though, I mean, there's like some. I got into Your Honor. First off, that was fucking excellent with Bryan Cranston on Netflix, and I'm watching House of Dragon, which I just finished the first season and started the second one because I hadn't done it the first time it came around. And it's fucking holy shit.
We're watching House of the Dragon too. I love it.
Yeah. Where you at?
I haven't started.
We're up to date. We're
up to date.
Yeah, we're up to date. We watched season 3 of The Bear. We blew through that.
Yeah, that was like one night, almost like a one-nighter.
Yeah, and I'm actually watching Black Sails.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Great
no,
show.
I started it a few times, and I should go back to it.
It's,
I also watched that baby reindeer thing, and that was fucking.
That was something.
It was something.
That was something.
No, but I'm aside from like horror and medieval dragon shit, pirate shit. I love piracy and the whole history of pirates and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, it's been on my queue forever. So I decided, hey, it's summer. I'm home. I might as well. So
yeah, it's also Shark Week. it's Shark Week right now, so there's
Well,
like
not
all
here
these-
because my womb is barren. But anyway,
no.
no Shark
It's
Week
Shark
anymore.
Week on Discovery Channel. It's actually pretty good. I mean, whatever. They just come up with new shit, new fucking things to.
I
It's
mean,
the same.
other than the people who will come to Florida to get eaten.
Yeah, it's hosted by John Cena this year, so if you need the extra incentive, there you go.
I have yet to see him on there.
Hey,
We're shooting it, but I haven't seen him either, which is fucking weird.
That's a good one, Matt. Good one. That's what you did.
Well, we actually
I've
did
been
go.
watching The Acolyte, which I'm enjoying. A lot of people aren't liking it, but it's like I'm
Acolyte?
glad they finally got away from the Skywalker series stuff, and
Oh,
this is 100 years before all that. So let's get some like cool stories that have nothing to do with. I mean, it has everything to do with the universe, but nothing to do with what we're used to. And then I started watching Let the Right One In, the television series. Actually, is really, really good. I'm actually enjoying that quite a bit. It's like if they took, it's not like really a movie at all. Kind of reminds me of The Strain and what was the other show? Kind of like, yeah, but I mean, it's a vampire show. It's cool. I like it.
What's it
and
on?
then it was on Showtime
okay, gotcha.
for a while.
Dexter.
And then I'm what?
Dexter,
Dexter.
The Dexter
Yep.
Channel.
the only
Uh,
show I remember on Showtime. So
And what is the other show I'm watching? Oh, The Boys.
Oh, the boys. Yes.
Dude,
I'm not
okay.
caught up yet, but I'm working on it.
Something I need to do is just because Rob watching The Boys is the funniest thing you'll ever see ever. He's kind of delicate, and you'd think he would know that every show there's going to be at least what the fuck a couple of times. I've got some pretty interesting reactions. I got to put them together and put them on the page because his reactions are pretty fucking legendary.
I mean, Simon Pegg's exit from the show was
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Of course, no spoilers whatsoever. Because some of you people are delicate. But the other thing that we did go to
Yes.
see because
yes, it is. Okay, just wanted to confirm that.
he drills all over the okay, no, I'm not even we're not gonna go there, Justin, anyway. We actually did go to see Maxine, which
Ooh.
yeah, Ty West. If you know me, you know I'm a big fan of Ty West. I love what he did with X. Pearl kind of left me kind of wanting. But Maxine actually holds its own. You know, if you're a fan of that whole 80s, and not 80s in the way that most people, with Rubik's Cube and Pac-Man and everything neon. No. In actual 80s. Ty West is like, just, he's so known for doing these period pieces, and the way he does it, like with the Night Stalker and everything revolving around that with LA at the time. And he really puts it together. And I got to say, man, it was awesome. It was absolutely okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of on the opposite. I liked X, but I loved Pearl, and yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I do want to see Maxine, but I think I'm going to wait until it comes to streaming.
I could tell you what I finally figured out what was wrong with the movie, what I didn't like about it, but I can't really tell you without spoiling stuff. So sorry, I hate to be that guy, but in another couple of weeks I'd make the spoiler. But it's
Yeah.
visually it was really cool. It did look like one of those kind of low mid-budget thrillers, horror movies from the early mid '80s.
Just like
Had
you did
that
with House of the
perfect
Devil,
washed out
it
look.
puts you right back into the 80s.
But at the same time, I'll also say this. You know why you don't remember a lot of those movies? Like, a lot of those movies felt really generic and like not memorable. The dirty, gritty, mid early '80s thriller. This movie also brought a lot of that baggage along with it. It didn't elevate it. It just felt like it could have been in there. So, but there's a few other issues I have. So it wasn't bad, but it was disappointing compared to how much I like the other two.
Well, I mean, according to Justin, you hate women, so
I don't hate them. I'm just scared of them.
You fear what you don't understand. So we get it, Rob. We get it.
Yeah. For real.
We went to the theater. We've been trying to go at least once a week or every other week. We saw The Kingdom, The Planet of the Apes. We saw Furiosa. They re-released Close Encounters, which was always fun to see on the big screen. I recently watched I recently watched The Devil's Bath off Shudder. It was pretty good. And then we watched Abigail. I think everybody's pretty much seen that one too.
I liked it. I know Demi hated it, but I liked it.
Abigail, I enjoyed it. I thought it was, it was kind of, I knew where it was going, but I was like, eh. Yeah. But we just saw a trailer for a new Nicolas Cage, Arcadia.
I want to hear, please. I wasn't interested until someone on TikTok said, if you like serial killers and are into Satan, you'll love it. And I was like, okay, you've sold me right there.
Isn't it like Long Legs or something like that?
Yeah, Long Legs is what it's called.
That's Long Legs, but this was for Arcadia or Arcadian or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to keep up with Nicolas Cage anymore. He's making so much stuff out there now. So, but I'm gonna look for Arcadian when we get done here because I think it's on Shudder, and I'll put that on my queue.
Did you guys get a chance to watch the trailer for Stream, the full trailer of that movie that I'm working with those guys with a hot sauce? They're the producers of Terrifier.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I've seen stills and stuff. Is it good?
It looks really cool. It looks like 31 meets Running Man.
Ooh.
Interesting.
But with Damien's horror and Damien's makeup.
Oh,
nice.
Damien did all the best special effects for it, so it's going to be gory.
I'm glad we're getting some decent
horror. On August 21st.
We went without good horror for so long.
And it's the same guys that are going to be doing Screamboat, which is the Mickey Mouse thing.
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
We knew
that.
I'm just waiting for this weekend because this weekend is Twisters comes out. And I'm so excited. Ever since that first trailer, I am I'm so ready because y'all know I love tornadoes so much. And can't wait. I'm dragging Sabrina to the movie theater because we don't go to the movie theater at all. I'm even actually gonna go out to the one in Ocala. I'm like, no, we're getting the really nice movie theater and we're watching it. She's like, okay. I'm like, I'll go by myself. I don't care. So
I can't wait to see that movie. And they've had, up in the Oklahoma, the whole tornado alley, they've had reports of 40 and 50 tornadoes in a day.
Oh yeah, trust me. I watched the tornado season just pretty much ended now, but I've been in full storm chasing watching mode since March. So every single night I watched a couple of the storm chasers go live, and Sabrina absolutely hates that, but that's why I got a porch TV. I sit out here and watch tornadoes.
Have you always liked that kind of stuff? Like storm chasers and things?
Yeah, I actually always wanted to be a meteorologist, except more stuff that I can't do, like calculus and stuff. And
all the math and the science and things.
Yeah, that stuff I can't. But goddamn, I'll stand outside and yell at a tornado.
I love it.
Fucking awesome.
I love it. Well, unfortunately, we have had some, as y'all know, there's been some unfortunate news this past few days. We've lost some celebrities and some pretty big names too. I mean, Shannon Doherty, who I think we all probably have a wonderful memory of. Shannon Doherty at Spooky.
Yeah, she was. Granted, it was a different time. I think she was there in 2009.
Was it
so? If you were there. But the cool thing that was, she was actually just mingling in the crowd at the pool party afterwards.
Yes.
Just hanging with people. And I remember, Demi even made a comment to her. It's like, don't you have a handler out there? And she's like, I don't need one.
Oh, man, she was fucking awesome. I mean, I don't know if the rest of you have met her from Spooky.
I did not meet her, unfortunately. But I'm a fucking Charmed fan. That one was hard. Even though she's been sick for a long time, but it's just sad. So young still.
Yeah, she fought the hard fight because she had breast cancer, and then it was in remission, and I think then it came back and it had spread or something like that.
Right to her
when they-
brain and her bones.
yeah, and when they announced her death, she was 53, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's how old I am." I was
Yep.
like, "That's horrible."
Yeah,
Oh.
she was also supposed to be at that 90s con in Daytona that we talked about last
Oh,
time.
that hurts, man.
Yeah.
Then Shelley Duvall, who and I saw that the Stanley Hotel actually put up a memorial for her in the
That was really
hotel,
cool.
which I thought was really classy of them. I
That's
liked it.
nice. Yeah.
Did they shoot The Shining at the hotel, or was it just
No,
like the
We
exterior?
were watching that yesterday. So they shot the movie. The Stanley was where Stephen King stayed and got the inspiration for the movie. He stayed in room 217, had a nightmare about his kid, and wrote the book. The timber something is the exterior of the building, and then you have the other hotel. There's 3 hotels involved in the whole thing. One's does the exterior of the hotel, one did all the interior, and one was where he stayed. So the Stanley is where he stayed.
Okay. I was curious just because I'm like, she didn't have great memories making that movie. I'm not sure she wants to have a memorial there. Stanley Kubrick was not the most kind and gentle director in the history of time.
Yeah,
Not at
But-
all.
like Bill in the comments. I mean, olive oil. Popeye was basically my big memory of her. Yeah, yep. There you go. And I thought she was fantastic as olive oil. Never been able to see her as anything else.
I hated the movie, but you cannot tell me there has ever been a more perfect casting of a role than Shelley Duvall as Olive Oil. I mean, it was just like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And then, Dr. Ruth, which if you're Gen X, like she was your puberty.
I'll tell you a funny story. Dr.
Honestly, I
Ruth,
didn't realize she was still alive.
That's
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was still around.
Mhm.
That's
Dr.
crazy.
Ruth came
Like
to my
98.
college my freshman year. She was just one of our celebrity speakers, blah, blah, blah. And so it was funny. She did the just, Q&A, regular stuff. And at some point she was talking about wrong ideas that people have. And in lieu of plan B, she was explaining how, a woman came up to her, a girl in college somewhere else, and she asked her if it worked when she would pour a Coca-Cola
Oh no.
up there, down there.
Oh no. Oh,
And,
dear.
now it's, first of all, she was really, really funny because, she shares the story and explains just like, no, that's extremely wrong. But then at the same time, she goes, oh, wait a minute, I'm in Texas. I should change the story to say she used a Dr. Pepper.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, okay, not only is it a great story, but she understands the audience. She understands the local, like, this is how to dial in with the people you're talking to. Not that most people from our school are even from Texas, just happen to be there. So, that's my Dr. Ruth memory, and she was awesome.
Yeah. And then, speaking of, Gen X and people that were beloved growing up, Richard Simmons. And I just recently saw someone posted a video of an interview that Dr. Ruth and Richard Simmons were having, and it just made like doubly sad.
Yeah.
Richard Simmons, man. I think we've all seen that episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's one.
Yes.
That's one of the best ones. I'm a jet ski. Okay.
Some of the best. I love that, Bill, he's met Richard Simmons when he was 8. Man, that would intimidate me because he's he's adorable. Just want to put him in your pocket.
It's really sad because if I was on his Facebook and almost daily because he had heard that Pauly Shore wanted to do a project about his life, and he
That's the perfect person for him.
Oh,
but
No!
Well,
we
the
gotta
thing is-
fight, Mike. We gotta fight.
yeah, the thing is, he came out and said he never gave his permission, and he
Oh.
was planning to do his own project, and he kept saying he was constantly getting offers, and he was trying to figure out which one was going to be the best offer, and he was in the process to do his own thing.
Yeah.
So, the whole, when he died, this was a day after his birthday. And because I would go to his page and I see, what is he talking about today? Because he was talking about all of his life, his, how he got into show business and LA and stuff like that. He was really interesting. He was really funny and very genuine and very warm. And so it was kind of a shock to hear that he died. I was like, what the hell? You know, he was just, you know, he was planning all this stuff to do. And he had a birthday and then wham. So,
Does anybody know? Have they said? What happened to him? He wasn't that old, right?
no, he was 76, 78. His brother,
76, I think.
yeah, his brother and his management staff both posted on his Facebook, and they said, you know, thank you for all the memories and stuff like that. And we're just, you know, want you to respect our wishes at this time. So he was always really a private guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so about his private life. So
I know. I just see him, and he was like so. I feel like he was like always so healthy, and like so that was his thing, right? Like just you know.
No,
about-
that, he was just like incredibly inspiring to so many.
Yeah.
Well, you know, okay, so here's the thing. I do remember in the late 2000s, some probably around 2009 or so, I just remember I was working from home. This is, you know, the first time I worked from home. And I went over to the TV room that we had next to where I was, just checking in on our son. And I guess I turned on the TV to put on like a video or something for him. And he was on, like, I guess, like the Wendy O. Williams show.
Yeah,
And
he did the circuit there for a while.
He had the screen covered with Vaseline, so you couldn't really see him. Like he could never get in focus. He was doing one of those things. You know, I think he had a certain image and look that he wanted to maintain, and once he couldn't do it, he just wanted to be out of the spotlight, and that was that. Wasn't anything, you know, there was no big great
Wasn't
conspiracy.
heinous, yeah.
It's like, you know what? It's probably a matter of like, I'm in my 60s now. I'm ready to eat cake regularly.
Mm.
yeah, probably. He and what's interesting is he did if you were like on his group, he had like a fan club chat thing or something, and he would be on there and he could chat live with them. You know, he would talk to people live, and I mean, it wasn't anything that he was on video, but you could hear him and talk to him, and he was live, and he was actually still answering emails and still sending out well wishes and stuff like that. So yeah, it was sad.
Say what you want about the guy, man. He really was one of the most genuine people that ever lived. You know, he inspired so many and he saved so many lives. You know, and I got nothing but good things, man. He's going to be missed because I don't think there would ever be another Richard Simmons, you know? Oh man. But that being done, let's talk about the guests that are still with us. Charleston. Rob, what's going on with Charleston?
All right, so they've announced, I mean, I got to tell you, Spooky's hitting Charleston a lot harder with guests than I ever expected. I thought they were going to treat this show more like a year one show, and no, they're just treating it like Spooky moved to Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
So this guest list is getting bigger and bigger. In the last couple weeks, we've got the kids from the movie It, the recent remake. I won't go through their names because I don't know any of them, but the kids from It. So if you like that, there you go.
From the new one, from the remake.
Yeah, from the remake.
Yes, which they're probably not
Skarsgård,
kids
yeah.
anymore. I mean, more than likely they're adults by now, right? Because that was years ago.
I think the only
Wasn't
two
that
that were
long
announced
ago.
were the one who played Beverly and the kid from Stranger Things.
High schoolers or community collegers at this point.
So 2017, I mean, that's when that movie came out. You would assume they start filming, I don't know, 2015, 2014 or something. That's 10
Okay,
years.
well,
Wow.
they're still the kids
they're
from It.
they're probably adulty.
That's what they're being billed as, the kids from It. So
Yeah. And I like Clyde's comment of no John Boy. Yeah, no John Boy. Yeah. Besides,
one of
John Ritter isn't with us anymore, so.
all right, so one of the Spooky regulars, Bill Mosley, is back. Bill had himself a recent accident, and it looks like he's recovering enough to start doing conventions again. So that's good news right there. And Bill's been going to this since at least year 3. So
Yeah, he's a staple.
no, excuse me, year 2. Because first year we were there, he was there, and that was year 2. So yeah, he's been almost since the beginning. Jeff Brockman, a stuntman from Scream, and he's done other stunts as well. I believe he made it to the last October show. I know he's been to Orlando before. everyone's favorite Saturday Night Fever movie knockoff TV show, David Naughton, star of Making It.
Absolutely.
I know that was a really long way to go to get to that one, but American Werewolf in London, David Naughton.
Yeah, but and also, and if I may, if you want a good movie to watch, David Naughton did a movie called Brutal Massacre. It was kind of very meta sort of thing about, trying to make a movie in the horror community from horror cons. You got Ken Foray in there. Was it Ken Foray or Tony Todd?
I don't remember. I remember Dante from Clerks.
Yeah, and it had Tom Savini was in it. Called Brutal Massacre. And if you like really dark comedies, you'll love this movie because it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, very
Brutal Massacre.
movie.
It's hilarious.
It's
I think it's the last movie that Gunnar Hansen did. Now that I think about it, and Gunnar Hansen was fucking amazing. The short time he was on screen, he commanded it all.
That was true. Zach Galligan from Gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be there. Another recent visitor we had, Joey Belladonna, the Orlando show. Joey's going to be there.
Man alive.
He's wonderful.
And last but not least, a wonderful guest, John Kassir, Crypt Keeper.
Yes.
So
he's awesome.
Charleston's got a pretty damn good lineup, folks. So if you're debating going, I think they've already.
Yeah, Rob mentioned something the other day about like taking a train up.
Yeah, so I did look at this, and for anyone who's interested in like maybe going but didn't want to do the drive, maybe the flights aren't real cheap or easy. Amtrak actually has a rail that goes from Tampa. Granted, if you're going from Tampa, I would fly, but if you're in Orlando, Winter Park, you can hop on a train there. It's about an 8-hour trip, but so it's going to be longer than flying, obviously, but you're not going through, the hell that is Orlando Airport.
But it's also, I believe that Amtrak's rail that goes that way. I believe that's also the car transporter one, to where you can pay a fee. They load up your car and you actually are able and like unload it at your stop, so you don't have to deal with rental cars. You just
That's interesting.
load up your car.
That is possible. What I was going to mention though is where the Charleston station is. It's less than 2 miles away from the convention center and the hotels.
Wow.
So it's like, you get dropped off right there. You can Uber to where you need to go for like $8 and you're done.
That's a really good suggestion. Me and Sabrina have actually been looking at like doing some of the the train stuff and that, and especially the one where you're able to take your vehicle with you, so that way we don't have to deal with rental car stuff and all that.
Yeah. So I don't know if the Charleston one does that. They're weird about that one. I will definitely say that it's kind of strange how they set that up. But anyway, a round trip ticket on this is about $130, $140.
Oh shit.
So,
That's not bad.
That's
Yeah.
not bad. I'm looking at them now. I mean, I guess there's a new airline called
So you're
Breeze.
gonna pay
I
for
don't know what
gas.
that is, but it's $100 cheaper than
I'm sorry,
gas. that's
Robbie,
for
what were you
sure.
saying? You were breaking up. What were you saying, Robbie?
There's a new airline called Breeze, and they have a nonstop flight for $103 round trip from Orlando from Thursday, August 22nd to Monday the 26th.
Does that include any of your bags or?
Yeah, that's
shoes
So,
or any-
more than likely, at the end of the day, you'll be looking at probably like 150, 160, which is still not bad.
yeah. And I've seen too many like videos of flights on on the internet lately where there's like fires or things fall off the plane or people are like throwing shit. I don't have a lot of faith in like really cheap air flights these days, but
No, but none of them are good or cheap. So I mean, at the end of the day,
Fair.
none of them are any of those things. They're all kind of the same quality. But something interesting I'm noticing is that there's not a lot of nonstop flights from Orlando to Charleston. There's a lot of layovers, of stops.
yet another reason to do the Amtrak. And
It might
besides,
be better than
the Amtrak just seems like it's kind of almost like a party bus,
well, that is the other advantage. You can pregame on because there's a bar cart.
Oh, there is.
There is.
I've looked
you can-
into.
Mike's already set.
Yeah, no, but it is a really good option. It's like you said, it's a little bit longer of travel time, but it's still faster than actually driving there.
Well, it's also driving's going to be quicker, assuming you're not stopping for gas, to pee, for lunch.
Thing like you gotta include that. So you're
Yeah.
gonna be in the same place. You're gonna be able to get food. You're gonna be able to do all that stuff, and you're still moving while you're doing it.
And you don't put about 1,000 miles on your car, if that matters.
Sure. Yep.
So many
So-
things, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping someone takes the suggestion, because I would love to hear how this works out, because it sounds
Honestly, if we were going to go, that is how we were going to make the trek. It
Yeah,
was- it
they
was
stop
gonna be
so
on
many
the-
times though. That's what I hate about the trains.
No,
It's
it's
not
you
like
do
they
have
put-
to. You
can
basically
stop.
have to work around their schedule, but it's not horrible. I mean, the destination one gets you there at like 9:30. So if you go the night before, you're good to go.
yeah.
Anyway,
It sounds like a hell of an experience, though. I mean, taking the train up to go to Charleston, that sounds like fun.
plus you might hit a pig on the drive up.
There's so many different types of animals. Who knows what you're going to hit.
And DJ, you missed somebody. You missed this person. Somebody who wanted to talk to us, but we weren't talking to her, so she got mad and left.
Oh yeah, I was
I
like,
saw that.
Get drunk, their skincare and makeup tips.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if we were being trolled by this person or not. That's why I didn't acknowledge. But anyway, Cynthia, if that was you, it's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry we didn't chat with you. And we also talked about going to Amtrak. So there you go. That's
Taking the Amtrak up to Charleston, and basically what the guest announcements are for Charleston, because they really have been really just every day there's another one, and so I'm really curious to hear how everything goes, because this is just shaping up to be something really fucking awesome.
And they've also announced a few extra Orlando guests. They're going to really hit Orlando once all the Charleston stuff is out of the way, which
Sure,
is
I think
what
that's a pretty good announcement so far. So
yeah. So this week they announced that they're bringing in all the Cenobites, or a bunch of Cenobites. There's tons of Cenobites out there, so they can probably never do all the Cenobites, but
yeah.
There's a buttload of Cenobites. I don't know what the plural is. There a special plural? Like, what do you call a pack of Cenobites?
So,
Cinnabon.
Cenobites. All right,
pack,
good enough.
a pack of Cenobites. That's like a baker's dozen.
I don't know.
that's a good question, though. I like that. We
All
might
right,
have to-
well, that's, talk amongst yourselves. Cinnabons
Yeah.
for now. So anyway, with the Cinnabons, we have Doug Bradley, Simon Bamford, Nicholas Weiss, and Barbie Wilde. So
and some of whom have been in Nightbreed. So if the Nightbreed fans like myself,
and for the record, Barbie Wilde was in Grizzly 2: The Revenge.
oh well, that's important.
And Morons from Outer Space, which I did not know was a movie until now, but I'm already really impressed with the title.
Well, he knows what he's asking her.
All right, well,
What happened to Morons in Space One?
That's an even better question.
no. This is Morons in Space. Morons from Outer Space. That's the original.
Morons from
Grizzly
Outer
2: The Revenge was the sequel. But yeah, Morons from Space. They came, they saw, they did a little shopping. That's the tagline. So,
I
not the
think
greatest,
we got our
but
homework assignment.
yeah. So that's all the spooky news as far as the big guest announcements.
And I'm going to say again, just Doug Jones. You want to talk about someone like we said with Richard Simmons, that he interacts with all the fans? Doug Jones is the same thing. The
Oh,
man's a fucking national treasure, and I can't wait for him to be at Spooky, because nicest fucking guy that could ever hope to just walk the earth.
A lot of people, and it's weird too. I still don't think a lot of people know who he is. Now they know his
He's
work.
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he is that guy. He was the Silver Surfer. He was what was the guy's name? Abraham on
Abe
Oh,
Sapien.
Abe Sapien, and he was on he was Pan Man
Yeah.
on Pan's Labyrinth, and he was Pan in Pan's Labyrinth. So
I mean,
yeah,
watch
and,
Hocus Pocus. He was Billy and Hocus Pocus.
yeah, Hocus Pocus.
Billy,
you know.
in Shape of Water, so many things. The Baron.
People water. Oh yeah.
The
Everything.
Baron.
The Baron.
The
No,
Baron.
the Baron is very important.
Baron is very.
Yes,
smart.
of course. I
Man,
love that character.
And
I like it
Rob,
when he speaks. He's great. he's a great actor. You know what I mean? He actually.
Oh, he
when
really
speaks,
is.
Oh my god, amazing! And a lot of the characters that he does don't speak. So I like
And
to,
here
you know,
we go.
Oh my goodness.
This is classic. I'm going to show it every single time.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was his first big thing. He was Mac Tonight.
Nice. I remember this.
I don't think he's singing though.
No.
Probably not, but that's okay.
There was someone singing because I remember watching a little documentary type thing about that stuff. It was somebody else singing, but he was the one in the costume because they needed someone like his size and that to do it.
Uh-oh.
Please, please.
Well, I guess
Please.
I'm making Mac Tonight
Oh, that's
mug now.
he's gonna fill the cup the second you make it, give it to him. He's gonna fill the cup. You know.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Woohoo!
That's
I
close.
love it. That's gorgeous.
Oh, that came out
Now-
awesome.
George.
Now, Matt, I mean, are those going to be available soon?
Oh, yeah.
Or- okay.
There will be at the Charleston show.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Oh,
So
yeah.
can people like pre-order it and
Wait, hold on. Let's spotlight
It's proper
this
due.
just so we can.
let's get
Is that what I think it is?
Oh shit, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get
What
one.
is it?
That is
Someone
mega
explain
cool.
it to me. I don't.
Yep.
It's
Is
a
it like making
bubbles?
bubbles?
Bubbles.
Do you put like bubble solution in that?
Yeah,
It's a bubbler.
yeah, it's just bubbles.
It's a bubbler. It's a bubbler, mate. It's a bubbler.
Billy Butcher.
That's awesome.
I love it.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Anyway,
But no, that's good, you know, because so you guys can like get your pre-orders and make sure you save up, and you know you're helping out Freak Show, and you're getting some really cool stuff in return.
yeah, we have the Art the Clown mugs are on the website. The pre-order for the stream hot sauce, which is basically the Four Horsemen, that's up. And I have a few bottles of Terrifier left of the 20 I made just put online. But all the hot sauces will be at the show.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, I don't know if we want to get to the big announcement yet. Actually, we can.
Yeah, no. Let's get to it now in the middle. We got a good.
I've got stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you know, show off your carpe first. Show off
Well,
your carpe.
it's not my carpe per se. All right. We've talked about it before, and when we've talked about being at the convention, especially because it's hot as fuck, you know, and it's just balls hot. We were sent these products originally, I think, about a year ago, 2 years ago. Everything from, and I don't know if it'll focus, but they're groin powder. Because y'all know all down there, the swamp ass and whatnot is not a good situation. But this stuff, and it's been tested by a number of the co-hosts here. Fantastic. White jasmine scent. And if you know, female, male, doesn't matter, equal opportunity. I actually tried all this stuff a couple days ago because we started doing the Code Orange Halloween shopping, which we'll get to in a moment. But from that, and then ladies, oh my God.
That stuff works.
I'm telling you, because there are times, and a lot of us, big ladies here, everything underneath there, oh my God, we don't want to wear a fucking bra.
Yeah.
This stuff, you do not sweat. There is no underboob sweat when you put this stuff on. Unbelievable. I'm not getting paid for this or anything. It's just absolutely legit. And then I think a couple shows ago, they sent me face absorbing or sweat absorbing face lotion. Face absorbing solution. But
And?
this stuff, everything good?
How'd it go?
Okay. No, absolutely. This stuff, it's very lightweight, very matte going on, you know. And again, no sweat whatsoever. And I was out in the Florida heat. And then I just got the SPF primer. This is the stuff that like, just feels good going on. It's a little tinted. It's got SPF in it, and it feels just velvety going on. It's not, and I don't like saying that because that sounds so cheesy, but it literally does. I'm going to be posting a video on the page within the next few days. But all this stuff, all their products, man. It's mycarpe.com, mycarpe.com. And this stuff, especially in this weather, it's a fucking lifesaver.
Now, on that primer, you said it was lightly tinted. Does it come in different colors, or is it just?
Yes.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, this is light, which, you know, I'm pale as fuck and it matched my skin tone. But they do have, I think, like 3 different colors. But it basically, it doesn't really do much. I mean, it evens out your skin tone, but it doesn't look like foundation or anything. It's just like a tinted moisturizer.
Right.
It's got SPF in it, and you don't sweat. So,
How many times have you used it already?
I've used this twice so far, and I just got it like
Okay.
less than a week ago. So,
And no breakout or nothing weird.
no,
or, 'cause
my
thing
skin
with-
is sensitive as fuck.
I'm like, oh, when you break
That
out,
is true.
it's just
And-
like, it's-
Yeah, and I agree, because I mean, especially nowadays, it's like we get real sensitive to everything. No, I haven't broken out with anything thus far.
I want to try it. I'm on their website now. I'm see if I can get some.
Yeah, and if you actually look, I think on Facebook they had like a 40% off. I think it's if you type in summer 40,
I was gonna
you
say,
get like
yeah.
40% off.
Nice.
That the lady from Loom, yeah, it is. It's kind of like the Loom stuff. It's like when you have that's a whole thing now. It's like these personal deodorant body part. There's lines of this stuff, but this stuff is fantastic. And I
So I bought the Loom. I bought the Loom at Target. They have samples so you can try them.
oh,
And I
that's
bought
good.
the
Okay.
cream deodorant or whatever, and I
Yeah.
don't love the smell.
Yeah, these don't even outside of
Yeah.
like the powder, which is like jasmine, which that doesn't bother me. These really don't have a smell either.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's just the smell weird. It
There's-
smells like almost like ass already. Like
Oh.
you know what I mean? Like I don't know the smell of it. It's almost like I don't know. Like
I've heard
like a
I've heard
body
that about
lotion.
Carpe, and I haven't tried it, but I've tried the Carpe stuff. And yeah, I didn't have an issue with the Carpe stuff, but I'm kind of reluctant to try the Lume for that reason.
Sure.
Yeah, so I like the body wash is what I use, and it's fucking great. I mean, after a day outside sweating, I still smell decent at the end of the day. But but the deodorant stuff I don't like, so I might want to try. Might try the powder.
Yeah, because I'm smelling each one of these, and I'm not smelling anything.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you what I mean because man, it's kind of funky. I don't know. It's like it smells like ass, so it already kind of masks the ass smell
Sure,
or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, when you get like fragrance involved in it, it's not necessarily it's like putting like Glade spray in a bathroom. It doesn't really cover the
Yeah,
problem.
it's like, what are we doing here?
But absolutely, and I think if you use Summer 40, it gives like 40% off. But just look on their Facebook; they've got they got deals going all the time and everything. So there we go.
All right. Well, that was important stuff, and we needed
It
to
is
share that.
important stuff because
It is. No, because trust me, Florida
Can I just show you
conventions, and I got
something real
news
quick?
for you. If you're at Charleston,
Yeah, Rob, hold on.
Charleston's just as effing humid.
Okay, Rob, match.
It's
match
10 to 9.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you live up
It
there.
doesn't get dark up there. That's your fault.
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't
not-
get dark
I
till
mean,
like 9:30 up here.
I mean,
yeah,
you can see
and then
mine.
it's the sun's up at 4:30.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are kind of like in the same latitude as like England, and over there during the summer it's like that
Crazy.
too. It's like it fucking go. It doesn't
Something I can't get used
go
to.
completely dark. Yeah, it's weird. And it doesn't go completely dark, and then it's only dark for like 4 hours. So, or it goes. You said 9:30. Yeah, so like 9:30 or
Usually
whatever,
up
and
by
then
like
the sun's up.
6 or 7, and it's bright as fuck outside.
Yeah,
But then that's the kicker in the winter at 4:15
Oh yeah,
night.
Yeah. That's fine.
that's actually Bones. That's actually a good question. Can it mask that patchouli smell? I don't know if anything. The only
No.
thing that can mask that smell is gasoline.
Yeah, and me with a lighter.
Exactly. That's
Try me.
leave the patchouli.
Try
alone.
me.
All right. Well, then, since we've got all the kids here, I guess we do have a big announcement we do need to share.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, you're the producer.
All right, so folks, we have been doing the original Spooky Guide for 9 years,
Wow.
and we have decided this is going to be the last year. So for everyone who's been watching, we love you, and we've had fun doing it. But we're starting to kind of hit a point where I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, we've said everything that needed to be said, and if you hasn't been said, well, then too fucking bad.
Yeah. So now this isn't us saying this is the last show. Nothing like
No,
that.
no. This
We are
is
still
gonna be our
going
last
to do. We're going to keep doing episodes from now through the end of the year. Definitely through the end of Spooky's October show, and then we think we'll probably do another episode in November, another one in December. We'll see what's going on, and we're not even discounting the idea of maybe doing like a once or twice a year kind of thing, getting together for specifically just for the shows. But as far as the hey, here's what's going on, here's the guests, here's our tips. We've already told you, eat your goddamn Uncrustables. We've told you, wash your goddamn armpits.
Hydration.
We've told you, don't
crotch.
break in your shoes before you go to the con. We have given you all the information over the years.
And we've
So
said it ad nauseum, and just like your parents, we're tired of saying it.
yeah, so I mean, we love doing this because ultimately, the last couple of years, it's really just been to hang out with friends. But we
love you guys. This is Spooky Family. This is what we do.
So at the end of the day, we've had a good time, but we're going to go ahead and do the countdown. So I'm not. Yeah, we come for the games.
I mean, we can do
Don't we all?
once a year or something.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm sure
of us that want to do other projects. A number of us have other things we want to keep our attention towards. So.
And life keeps getting busy with this show. I mean, how many co-hosts we've gone through over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So in the two quick things to know. First of all, we are going to try to bring a few of our older co-hosts back just for a one-off to say hello. And if there's anyone who's ever watching this now or in the replay, you've ever said, "Hey, can I be a special guest?" and then you never show up. I'm not going to say that's happened a half a dozen times. But if that's happened, you're running out of time. So,
You look like you've done that before.
Get on it, bitches.
Yeah, if you'd like to be a special guest for any of the episodes, reach out, like Allison has been, and we adored the episode Allison was on. That was hilarious. So if you want to be a guest, by all means, speak up. We're going to be bringing back some of the old co-hosts, between now and the end of the year. So
I'm gonna do clam bake.
Do what?
The clam bake. That's good. I missed that. Clam bake's so fun.
That's again. See, maybe we do a couple times a year, something like that. Oh God, Internet Jesus, Drunk Jesus.
Drunk
Oh,
Jesus.
Bring
Here's
back-
the kicker. Drunk Jesus has gotten really popular. Like we paid him $20 to pop in and just say
It wasn't
hello.
even that. It was like 15, but still.
15, something like that. He's like about $50 now.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Drunk Jesus has he's got an audience, and so he gets bank for his special appearances now.
Yeah. We were lucky. We were at the beginning.
That's right.
But yeah, so if you're interested, by all means, reach out to us. We're obviously we have still 6 months worth of episodes we're going to be doing, but there's the big thing. So some of you will be happy, some of you will mourn, whatever.
Yes, for those of you who actually hate the show but secretly watch and pretend you don't.
Yeah, and
hey,
we
guess
know
what?
who you are.
Guess what? You're fine. You won't have to put up with us as of December. So congratulations.
Yeah, you think we don't know? We know.
That's my Christmas present to you.
My Christmas. Oh wait, it's in my pocket. Right
And
there.
hi, John.
It is what it is. All right. So,
All right. So, but the show's not done. We still have other very important things. Robbie, will you
We've
tell
got
us
some shit
about
planned.
your movie list that you've been
please,
doing?
yes. I'm dying to
Yes.
hear about
Okay.
this.
All right. So there's a documentary on Shudder. It's called In Search of Darkness. Okay. And it's produced, I think it's produced.
Wait, hold on a second. Rob, can you bring her up on the big screen?
Yes.
So it's basically Corey Taylor's baby documentary. He got together with a bunch of people and they put this documentary together. It's called In the Search of Darkness. It's on Shudder. It is forever long. There's 3 volumes for it. Each one of them is like 4 hours long, right? But they go from 1980 to 1989 and they cover whatever it is that they're talking about in the documentary, like why this movie is fucking awesome from the 80s. And they have this movie challenge. It's called In Search of Darkness movie challenge. And here I printed it out. This is my original copy. It's full of coffee. It's like all wet and it's fucking terrible. But I've been going down the fucking list and there's some great fucking movies. And there's some movies that are actually trash. But there's only one way to find out. So I've literally just gone kind of. At first, I was kind of going down the list, and I'm like, you know what? Let me jump around. Some of them already more than likely you've seen. It's possible. But it's super fucking fun because it's helping me discover some really cool shit that I haven't realized that was actually fucking good. So first off, watch the documentary. It's on Shudder again, and it's long, but if you like break it up, it's super informative. They interview fucking everybody. Tom Savini's on it. Robert Englund's on it. Everybody that's anybody in 80s horror is on this documentary. Okay. So first check that out, and then print out your list, and then you can follow along. Super fun.
Yeah, and it's actually been really interesting just watching Robbie's journey and just the stuff that she has been watching, and it kind of sucked me in but I've seen so many of these challenges, but the one she's doing, it's really interesting. So yeah, instead of doing a normal October challenge, do this.
Well, so here's the thing, right? I started last year, and it's just 3 fucking pages. I mean, you can see it is long, guys. And so I started last year. There's no way you can do it just in October unless you have the time to sit and watch every single fucking movie. But I got kind of back into it, so I've been working on it. I'm hoping to be finished in October. The only problem is that I'm having a hard time finding certain films because they're fucking obscure. It's kind of weird. The last one I watched was Santa Sangre, and that was holy shit. It was fucking awesome. I've
heard good things about that movie.
It was fucking wild, and the ending was not super great, which I was disappointed. But the movie itself is really fucking good. And then before that was The Lair of the White Worm.
Ooh,
it's also interesting. Yeah, also interesting. But some of them
are also interesting. Fair.
Yeah. That's the thing about these. Some of them are great, and some of them are just like, what the fuck did I just watch? And I mean, there's certain ones that I've just gone like fucking half an hour into it. I'm like, I can't watch this shit. Yeah, I just like seriously, which one was it? I was just talking about the other day. Oh my god, Scanners, guys. Oh my.
Oh, Scanners. Yeah, Michael Ironside. Fuck yeah.
That's classic. That was terrible. I did not like that. That was great. Listen, the special effects, fucking awesome, dude. Wow. The whole brain, the head explosion, whatever. But the movie itself is terrible, man. God, I could not get through that shit.
No, it was the 80s. By the way, I just want to pause just for a second to interrupt you, Robbie. I'm sorry, but just the comment from DJ is like one of the sweetest that we could have possibly gotten there. I am just so.
Oh,
makes me happy.
Valiums for everyone.
Yeah, Valium for everybody.
Valium coladas. We're gonna toast it in October.
Oh no, DJ. I feel the same way. I feel like there's just so much change happening right now, just in life and in this and art, everything, the world. It's fucking scary. And yeah, there you go, Matt. That's what's up.
Blow some bubbles. Blow some bubbles.
That, please. Yeah.
No, Robbie, I watched all 3 of those documentaries, and they mentioned some movies that I had either not heard of or had completely forgotten about. And I was like, holy crap, some of those movies are obscure and hard to find.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they put all the movies that they talked about on that list or if they just put selected ones. But there every on there that I know you won't be able to find.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, the movies are definitely every single movie that's on here is one that they talked about on the show, on the documentary. Yeah. So it's comprehensive. But you're right. I mean, some of them are just so fucking obscure. But you know what? I found that Tubi has so much content for free. True. A lot of this shit is on Tubi.
Yeah.
They have commercials, but I don't care, whatever. Commercials,
well,
whatever.
If there's anything that you cannot find on Tubi,
I was waiting.
Anywhere else,
I was
message me.
I'm kind of like waiting for kind of like towards the end a little bit and being like, okay, these are the ones that I need to find, like for real. So like I'll go.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh yeah, I mean, or I can find them, but you gotta pay for them, and I'm like, do I really want to pay?
Make me a list, and I'll see what I can do.
You know what I'm saying?
Psycho 2.
Yeah. So yeah, Psycho 2. I'm like, I'm not paying $4 for that. But anyway, yeah, do the challenge. It's fucking awesome. Also, 976 Evil. That was a surprise. I had never seen it before.
Yeah, that was a classic.
And I was like, oh my god.
Classic's a really strong word, but okay.
That's for Robert Englund met his wife.
Yeah. I didn't realize all that. Also,
she was the set designer.
Oh, Dress to Kill was really good with Michael Caine.
I like Dress to Kill. That's That
Good.
might be my favorite.
Dying
De
of not
Palma movie.
surprised.
That's a
Yeah.
really good album.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Thank
I
you.
actually just picked it up Friday. My third
Oh,
copy of
nice.
it. Brand new record store. So
Dress to Kill is all about the it's all about the mood.
It is so
That is a
moody.
mood
Like
movie.
the atmosphere.
Lighting. Well,
Absolutely.
you know, you guys know I love fucking light. And there was one. Which one was it? Oh my god! There's this fucking club. I don't fucking remember which one was.
Now,
But
here-
man,
here's a
the
question.
lighting
Where,
in some of these movies.
where can someone get a copy of all these movies to download? Oh, yeah. Where can people get a copy of the list online?
The list online? It's so if you might have to search in Search of Darkness, like on Google, because when I signed up, I bought the documentary DVDs. I have them. And it comes with like a poster, and it comes with it was like a whole thing. Actually, I have credits on it because you can it's a Kickstarter or whatever, and you buy a package and they put your name in the credits. So I have a short little quick credit at the end of one of the movies, and so they sent me as a PDF.
Oh, that was
So,
cool.
but I think I gave the link to Rob if Rob wants to post it, or maybe we can just share it on the.
Yeah, we'll share it on the page. There we go.
What? Yeah, we can. I can put it up on the page. Also, just what I would say is they ask you whenever you contribute, use this hashtag. I'll put it in the chat. It's hashtag ISOD
Yes.
challenge.
Challenge. Yep. Mhm.
If you just put that into the Twitter,
Yeah.
I will not call it the other name. It's Twitter forever. Fuck you, Elon's Twitter.
Oh, even on Facebook though. I mean, I've been doing it for a couple of years. So if you go on Facebook and you look up the hashtag, I'm sure my shit's gonna come
Yeah,
up because
so that hashtag will probably
for sure.
let you know where everything is.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, it's been super fun. So, and also it gives me something because I need something to watch while I'm working. So it's giving me an excuse to just watch, all day.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a great distraction from real world bullshit. So it's a great thing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
listeners to listen to.
It's all fun. It's all fun.
That's
So,
fucking
yeah.
fantastic, man. And there's other things to do in Orlando. So actually, since we're talking to Harriet and Robbie, since we didn't get to go, unfortunately, the Oddities show, the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. I mean, it's in the past year, it's gotten fucking huge. It has gotten ridiculously popular.
Yeah, it was huge, and it was literally they had it here in Kissimmee. It was literally like 15 minutes from us, so we were all excited to go, and we walked in there. It was blazing hot, and it was so packed, and we were trying to figure out. I was like, well, they usually don't have stuff like this in Kissimmee. It was inside. It was air conditioned, and it was like $15 to get in. So everybody was out and about because it was something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And there were vendors there that I had never seen before. There were brand new artists I had never seen before. They were from different states. We did run into Petey. We saw Petey, and he even asked us. He's like, "How did Prometheus get all these people out here?" And I said, "Well,
good.
yeah, they had connections, and they've reached out and they said, hey, you want to come down and do this vendor show?" And it was really busy. And I think Robbie, you guys did pretty well.
Oh yeah, it was just insane, dude. From the moment they opened the fucking doors, people were like rushed in, like literally just ran in to the venue, and it was just insane. And then we were talking about this the other day. You're like, "Oh, how'd it go?" Whatever, and I'm like, "I don't know." I was fucking bending every single moment of the day. Was just insanely busy. I got to walk around like literally just 2 aisles one time. I bought one thing. Like that's how busy it was. But I know there was amazing performances. They had, animals out there. They had. Did you see any of the people performing in the circus?
No, we didn't stay that long because it was that busy.
Yeah, exactly. And then they had the Taxidermy University, which apparently went really well.
Oh,
I can't complain. It was fucking awesome. Everybody showed up, and they showed up hardcore. And not only that, but it was like almost kind of like a spooky reunion because. A lot of our friends went, and it was nice to see everyone. It was so great. It was such a great day. I'm just still kind of like, wow, they fucking brought it, guys.
Yeah, one of the things that Petey said, he said that there were a lot of people who had no idea what Spooky Empire was and never even heard of it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
he,
I mean that's good for them too, because having a booth out there then it gets people to know what it is.
right, and he
Yeah.
was giving out flyers for the with
Oh, no,
Charleston and the
no,
Orlando
best.
show for October. But he was asking me, he's like, some of these people have never even heard of us. And I said, well, you have to understand there's a whole new, every 5 or 10 years, there's a whole new crop of people getting into this stuff.
Mhm.
And, you have a whole new audience to cater to.
Yep. So, and here's the thing too. I feel like, and this is just from observing. I've been to a couple of oddities markets already, and you would think it crosses over, but it doesn't cross over completely.
Yeah,
So
that
the
was gonna be
oddity
my point.
crowd and the horror crowd, there's crossover, but not entirely.
Yeah.
So you have
Small
that-
little Venn diagram, very tiny.
Yes, it's one of those exactly, because there's like oddities in the middle, but then a lot of the oddities people that they collect oddities, they also collect antiques, and they're like that. They're
Yeah,
just a
doesn't
different-
necessarily have to be horror. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And, sorry to interrupt. I was going to say, DJ just mentioned that there's, a popular oddity show that have always done well in Tampa. These shows are actually like in the last year or two, they've just really come into prominence everywhere.
Yes.
Here, right?
Back
Right.
in March, we went to a really shitty one in Vero Beach that just happened to be marketed really well.
Yeah,
It was the Psychic and Oddities Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. The grimoire.
Yeah, that was it. And honestly, it's like the inside. I mean, first of all, there's just way too many psychics in there. It's like I understand if there's 1 or 2 psychics at your show, but when you've got like 24 psychics,
Then it's become
that's got to set something off in the head.
Yeah.
That like, okay, maybe someone's not telling the truth about being a psychic.
I mean, so here's my thing with the whole situation. The reason why I feel like it was successful for us as vendors is that we were not competing with celebrities at this show. People are here to shop. If you're coming to this event, you're coming to shop. Sure, there's a sideshow and there's circus performers and things, but you're coming here because you want to see the oddities, you want to shop. And we're not competing against the celebrities that are also, making money there. Now, I did notice I have seen already a couple of oddities shows coming up that they're starting to add celebrities now. And I'm like, really? Like the whole thing was not to compete with them. And I can't even remember which one it is because there's so much of that stuff on my feed. I don't
It might be because DJ
It's
just
Melissa
said-
Rose, isn't it? She's going to be at one of them, isn't she?
No, maybe. No.
He's a sweetheart, though.
Yeah, I mean he's fine, but my point is that if they're going to start bringing celebrities, then it might just well be a fucking convention at that point, right? You're headed that way. So I feel like that's a slippery slope for oddities shows. You want to keep it cool in oddities. There's no need to bring celebrities. I mean, what's his name? Is it Noah Hawley? The guy from Never Ending Story.
Oh, Noah Hathaway.
Noah Hathaway.
Okay, him. He's the one that's coming to this one show that I was looking at, and that's just the start of that, And also, what is
Bringing Artex's head?
What does he have to do with? I mean, maybe that's a good photo op, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like as a vendor, we did well and we enjoyed it because we weren't competing with celebrities. If you start bringing celebrities, then we're back to fucking convention style.
Yeah, but no, DJ, I saw she said in the chat there's another oddity show coming in August in Tampa as well. This one's a different, like Rob said, they are in prominence and they are starting to pop up. So it is something really interesting to keep an eye on.
Well, we have one in Inverness every single month, and it has grown really well. I mean, the last time we went, it was probably 1,000 to 2,000 people that have shown up to it. It's actually really big. Everybody from our county went to the fucking oddities thing.
Yeah, but that's another slippery slope though, because you started having it once a month, and that's what happened here in Orlando, which I'm noticing is that market event promoters and that's the thing, they're not getting enough people out because they're doing it too often. So there's oversaturation now, right? And that's not good for us. As vendors, that's not good. So cool. Yeah, everybody's showing up once a month, but I can guarantee you in 6 months from now, people are gonna be like, oh, that again?
Yeah, no, once a month is actually perfect for our area because we have.
There's nothing else to do there. That's why.
I mean, it's out in the middle. Yeah, you guys are not in the middle of nowhere, but you guys are up there where there's not really a lot of that going on. But I am already seeing again because on my page of my Instagram, I follow because it's business. So you follow different people and different things. And I'm starting to see in Gainesville and in Ocala and in you guys' area, things are starting to pop up where it's going to become a problem where it's oversaturated already. And I know personally people here in Orlando that have been like, no, I'm not doing markets anymore because it's not worth it. It's not worth it for the vendors. Nobody's making money. Nobody's coming out because there's just too much going on between conventions and oddity shows and punk markets and farmers markets and artisan markets and you fucking name it. Every weekend there's something. There's only so many people that want to buy your shit. You know what I mean? So I think I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess.
Oh, I just saw the comment from John Royson. I just wanted to notice his comment. I haven't been to Spooky in about 12 years because of moving, but I've never found one that I enjoyed nearly as much. And that's exactly why we started this webcast to begin with.
Yep.
Because we've been to Dragon Con and all these other cons, and there hasn't been that sense of community, which is why we started this to begin with. So,
and then Dan just asked a question that's going to lead into the other thing we were going to talk
good segue
about.
there. Good segue.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Dan. Your check's in the mail. So basically we've got all these kind of alternatives, popping up to horror conventions, which instead of paying $40 a ticket, here's a $15 ticket for a one-day oddity show. Well, the Oviedo Mall actually threw their own horror convention called VillaCon. And basically,
hang on a second. There is something I want to say before you continued.
They're not the ones that did that.
It is interesting because one of the things we've all seen the memes, especially us Gen Xers, we've seen the memes where we're going to turn malls into retirement communities for Gen Xers, And then somebody actually brought up, what if, conventions in malls, because malls are dying. So what about conventions? And it was like, oh, really interesting idea. Then that's what happened to us. Oh, VillaCon is doing that exact thing in a mall. So given that, Rob, please continue.
Yeah. So it actually it wasn't anything real special, but it was still much more than I expected. I'll give it that. They basically had, instead of all the little kiosks for cell phone covers and patchouli and, whatever else you see kind of in those little carts in the middle of the mall, they had different vendors set up. And, there was definitely a few that we'd seen at Spooky before. Owl going back.
Owl going back. Yeah, Owl was there. Yeah.
Yeah, Owl was there signing. Yeah. He actually was set up right in front of the bookstore at the mall. They did a costume contest. They had Devon Dudley was like the one celebrity guest doing autographs.
Oh, I was waiting. I wanted to see Mike's face.
But here's the thing, like this.
What'd you say, Mike?
Did he bring out the tables? Like
he did. He was at a table. That's,
okay.
But they had a ton of foot traffic and like a lot. Like there's a lot of comic and like kind of almost convention-y kind of stuff that's already in that mall. Like they actually have a room set up. There's a Dungeons and Dragons store where people just play, Dungeons and Dragons and their tabletop games. So that place was packed. There's a Pokemon store that, they regularly do tournaments and stuff like that. That place was, packed. It's not that it's all that big in the first place, but it brought in a lot of foot traffic, for what it was.
They also had some of the local haunts that are actually starting to hire. For those of you that actually want to be scare actors, now is the season, like Petrified Forest and Sir Henry's and whatnot. They had those there, scaring the crap out of like little kids, which was fucking hilarious in my opinion.
And teenagers.
Which was awesome.
And some hoochies that were in attendance, but that's something else.
Yeah, but they were there, and it was really cool to see them come out, and they were telling people about stuff, so they were bringing in people, scare actors, which is fucking awesome.
And hi, Heidi. Yeah, so it's like it's not going to replace a convention by any means, but I mean, consider this is a non-ticketed event. And there were people that from Spooky we saw, and they're like, yeah, it doesn't cost anything. We thought we'd put on a costume and just hang out. And the food court is much better than any convention food that you're going to get.
That is the big takeaway right there.
And I will say the Oviedo food court is actually excellent. They've got the best Italian restaurant in Central Florida, which is Cup of Pasta. Sounds stupid, amazing pasta. So just. Yes.
Because Rob is obviously the person who has the high level anyway.
I do. I'm a goddamn pasta snob, And apparently they're going to be doing stuff like this at the mall for a while. There's going to be they're doing their own, like, to touch on, is it overkill? They're doing an oddities market next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to do like a Renaissance fair in September, and they're these one-day things. Are they going to be anything special? Probably not. But if you've got nothing to do on a Saturday afternoon, it's definitely worth it.
And there are those of us that 6 months spooky isn't enough. They want a little bit in between. It's a good way to meet up with your friends. Just do something fun for the afternoon.
Because I know they tried already. They tried to do conventions at first. I think they went too hard, too fast at first. Because they're the ones that were doing VillainCon, the actual convention that I think they had.
I don't think these are related. I have to tell you, because they are.
It is. It's Lunatics. Yep, it's Lunatics with an X at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I thought this was connected to the Duckies people.
I mean, they may be introduced with the Duckies people for it. I'm sure they got in contact with somebody.
Well,
but
this was a much better idea than them trying to start a convention from the ground.
Yes, well, that's my point, right? So they started kind of too hard, too fast in the beginning, and I think this might be working out better for them. For them as promoters.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, it is interesting watching the development of all this, though.
It sounds like a great idea. It might also
idea in
be
theory as opposed to practice. Like Robbie said, too much too soon.
Yeah, it also might behoove them to get the movie theater involved. For instance, like if for this thing that they had, they could have shown Jaws, or they
it was opening weekend for Maxine.
Yeah,
so
and that's why
actually
them all to begin with.
That's why we ended up going. We're like, okay, we're gonna go see Maxine, but let's go an hour early. We'll walk the floor. We ran into a few friends. It was cool. I mean, it was a nice, again, it was just a nice way to, spend an afternoon.
Yeah. But it is a really nice way. And it's something interesting that I noticed that they're doing with dying malls. And like Dan had mentioned something in the chat there about Fashion Square. So, because Fashion Square, if you're from Central Florida, that mall is just deader than dead.
That mall is frightening.
Yeah, that's shining dead, So
the zombies from Dawn or Day of the Dead don't even bother going there. They're like, no.
That's crazy.
I ain't no brain.
That's crazy.
Like, there's nothing going on here. We're gonna go someplace else.
Yeah, a friend of mine was just there, and she took a picture like at the beginning of the hallway, and literally there was 2 people that I could see in the picture, and you could just see like 20 stores, but there was nobody there. And I was like, that's Fashion Square? What happened?
Yeah. You go there just basically to cool off for a little bit, and that's about it. There's nothing
Actually,
there.
the air conditioning wasn't real good the last time I was there.
Wow.
I'm thinking about the time before, but it all blurs together after a while.
Yeah.
But actually, no. And here's something interesting, from John. He did used to go to Spooky, so this isn't spam here. But as vendors, if any of you are looking to
people,
what?
John is good people.
Yeah. I know who John is. As vendors, if any of you look, Rob, can you put that up on the screen actually? So if those of you want to be on a podcast and be featured on a podcast, reach out to John. So
I show you.
Yeah.
And if you want a really cool Santa Claus for Christmas, that's the guy.
Ooh.
Does he like come to your house and say what's up?
Yeah. Right about sure, why not?
All right. But yeah, so it's really interesting to see what, I don't know what's going to come. We don't know how the oddities thing is going to be next month, but it is interesting seeing how, now that we are post-COVID and things are starting back again and things are starting to get back in full swing, it's nice to see how it's going so far. It's interesting, I think. But all right. So, I mean, other than that, I think that's pretty much everything.
Yep. So to summarize, a lot more guests at Charleston. Cinnabon is going to be showing up at the Orlando October show.
6-pack.
A lot of people died, and the show's going to be our show is going to be over in October. Excuse me, no, December. The end of the year.
December.
Yeah, the end of the year. We still got about 6 months left. So,
Yeah.
so if you want to be on the show, reach out to us. Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, then
So what's our game?
let's end on a high note with a fun and entertaining game. Today, we're going to go back to the Cameo game.
And yeah, Carpe.
Main Carpe.
Important.
Yes. Use
Don't
Carpe.
stink.
Remember, folks.
Sweaty balls or bad balls. Yeah.
For lightly scented sweat prevention for your boobs and junk, use Carpe, available at mycarpe.com. And what's that promo code?
Some summer 40.
And for the record, that's not our promo code. That's what they're
Yeah,
throwing
that's
everywhere
what,
else.
yeah. No, we don't get a cut or anything. So
We really should, but that's okay.
I'm
Anyway,
sure I'm sure we probably do have a code. I just haven't looked it up because I'm
Yeah,
not an influencer. I don't pretend to like things for money. So
all right. Well,
yeah.
so let's get into this Cameo, folks. If you're not familiar with Cameo, and this is when you start sharing the live, because it's going to end in 5 minutes. So share it amongst your friends, invite your friends, family, your teachers, coworkers, pets. They all love the game. So Cameo is a spot online where you can have custom messages by celebrities of various notoriety levels.
Like Drunk Jesus.
Yeah, like people like Drunk Jesus are there, but so is Caitlyn Jenner and former members of Motley Crue. It's everyone's there. So
Robert's in there now too.
Yeah. So anyway, you pay
Rich
them
Krasinski's on
$1.
there.
They'll send a recorded message to you or a friend. We've done a couple on the show before, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
So our first is he's been at Spooky once before, I believe. I know he's canceled at Spooky. He might have actually shown up, but C. Thomas Howell.
No, he was there.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think C. Thomas Howell is charging for a video message?
75, Bob.
Yeah, I went with 50.
30.
95.
I said 50.
All right. I believe. Well, hold on. I'll let the peanut gallery weigh in. In the meantime, yes, Justin, you can ask Caitlyn Jenner what it's like to kill a man, because there was a car accident.
Yeah.
No guarantee that it's gonna,
That's a good song, though. That's a good rap song. I could just kill a man.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so Allison's husband is actually the winner, but Mike, as far as the dais, you've got this one. C. Thomas Howell's $135 for a message.
Damn.
The fuck?
It's a little
For that,
pricey.
you should at least shave. I mean, Harriet knows what I'm talking about too. He's looking kind of
Unabombery.
Yeah.
kind of Sam Elliott, like in the trailer park, kind of.
He's they're supposed to be showing the Outsiders at the Enzian, and he's supposed to be there. So
Oh, that'll be interesting.
yeah,
Neat.
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, inflation is hitting all of us. What are you gonna do? All right. So next, he's been a Spooky regular. He's been in attendance more times than I can count. He is Butch Patrick, Eddie Munster, keeper of the lore.
80.
30.
75.
100.
60.
Let's see the in Peanut Gallery. What do you guys have to say? I see we've got 75 for Butch, 110, 100, 25, all over the place. Well, folks, I've got news for you. None of your guesses are closer than Mike's. Mike's taking this one, folks. Butch Patrick is $64.
Wow.
That's an oddly specific number.
It is.
Also,
Yeah, it is interesting when they do that.
than a mile from the house.
Is that when the Munsters came out?
That's
Possibly.
actually very clever, because it's right around then. I think it was 63, but it could be 64. It came out right after the Addams Family, right?
How much did he get for porn?
I actually think it might have been 64, so it might be because of that.
That does make sense though. But that is a good question. How much did he get for porn? That's a good question.
Okay. Well, next on the
1964
list,
was the
speaking of
first-
porn, there's actually no.
Also,
I
how
don't
tall
think
he is
he's
in
ever done
centimeters.
porn.
That's funny.
You know him and love him as Renegade. Lorenzo Lamas.
Ah,
Oh.
I Saturday Night Live. ¿Quién es más macho?
Son of Quienes Mas Macho. No.
80? I'm going 80. Lorenzo.
80 for
Oh.
Lorenzo Lamas.
40.
Yeah, I was gonna say 80, but I'll go 90.
I was gonna say 140. Yeah,
65.
Mike's good at this. Mike's sitting there at the buzzer. No whammies, no whammies.
Come on.
All right, so now is the point where we start leveling accusations of cheating against Mike.
Mike's
Lorenzo Lamas is
He knows his
$30.
shit.
Mike got it within 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Mike
you know,
knows his
he had
damn
great
shit.
hair. He really had great hair. That's
He did. He really did.
all
I
right.
don't know so much.
This one is specifically for Demi.
Okay.
He doesn't have a long horror list but he did do a movie called The Perfect Tenant, where he played a tenant who is seemingly a perfect British gentleman, only to become a psychopathic killer. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him best as folks, Max Caulfield.
Rex Manning. I was like, that's for Harriet. That's not for me.
Rex Manning, also from Grease 2.
Yeah.
Say no more, one more. Come on.
Rex Manning. Yeah.
What do we think Rex Manning charges for a cameo?
Oh,
75.
I bet you Harriet knows too. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Allison. I say 100.
Oh, that's a tough one. That really is.
Yeah. It's good to see you, Bill.
80?
Yeah, it's cool writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say 80.
Justin, I blanked on Rex Manning. I can't believe I did that. I'm so ashamed.
You should be ashamed.
Like celebrate with like my coworkers and all.
130.
All right. Well, we have
130.
two winners. He's 100, right on the dot.
And worth every penny.
That's right.
Harriet would know.
And we're going to end this with we'll bring it back to a spooky guest. And he's Jason number 1, Ari Lehman.
Ah, yes.
I would say Ari charges 75.
I'm gonna say 50.
I'd go 60.
65.
80.
All right, Ari, we got some 75s there. Well, folks, Ari, we got people right on it again. He's 50.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense. You
So-
know, that's something I wish Spooky did. They did like a yearbook for like guests like that have been around and done so many times. It'd be nice for them to do a yearbook, so we could get like, Bill Moseley and such to sign, Ari to sign, Warrington Gillette, people that have been like since the beginning. That'd be nice.
Ari Lehman hasn't been in
That'd be cool.
since I've been gone that I can remember.
He's done, well, it's like people that have done at least 3 Spookies, I would think. That would be the criteria, I think.
yeah, that would be an interesting thing if you had like the most appearances and down to the least appearances.
Yeah, that could be
That
cool.
would be cool.
Well,
Like
fine.
that's
Alex
all.
Vincent wins.
Yeah, most likely to show up. Alex Vincent.
Hey, man, he lives down the street.
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes I think he,
You're not wrong.
that's all I got, folks. Oh, actually, we can do one last one. I'll end on this one.
Oh, Jesus. No.
We've done this guy before, but I'm sure no one actually remembers prices. Doug Jones. If you can't make it to Spooky and have an actual moment with Doug Jones, you can go to Cameo and say hello. So, what do you think Doug Jones goes for?
I'd say
Oh.
100.
Say 150.
Deuce.
I'm going to say 50.
80.
He is so nice. He would charge $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, this
well,
is the guy you comment on his Instagram photos. He'll talk back to you,
Well, folks, Mike cheated, but he won. The final answer is Doug is only $70. So
Yeah.
Wow.
That's about
there you
right.
go.
And I bet you he does
That's
one of those 4-minute messages too,
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
I love him. He's such a national treasure.
All right. Well,
All right.
I'm
All right,
done.
that pretty much sums everything up. Make sure you guys hydrate. Make sure you, powder your balls because that's just important.
Pack your Uncrustables.
Pack your Uncrustables. Very, very important. And that about wraps it up. So fuck you.